Hello, everyone. Welcome to beloved Vietnam, where we sit together and tell each other small stories that are imbued with the Vietnamese soul. Today, I would like to invite you to a very special day in folk culture, Tết Đoan Ngọ, or as Vietnamese people affectionately call it, Tết to kill insects. Early morning of 5/5 lunar month, the season begins to ripen. The ĐoaNgo festival takes place on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, when the sun is at its zenith, when summer begins to heat up and fruits begin to ripen. The ancients believed that this is the time when yin and yang intersect, making the human body susceptible to disease. Therefore, for generations, Vietnamese people have had a very special holiday to kill insects, detoxify the body, and wash away bad luck. And those thoughts originated from an old story about an old man named Doi Truan. The story goes that one year, when the harvest was bountiful, the farmers were celebrating when insects came and destroyed the fields. While everyone was worried, an old man suddenly appeared, calling himself Doi Truan. He told everyone to set up an altar with ash cakes and fruits, then go out in front of the house to exercise. Everyone obeyed, and then the insects collapsed. Since then, people have been grateful and followed suit. Every year on this day, every household makes offerings at noon to kill insects. The name Đoan Ngọ Festival also comes from that. Đoan means opening the head, Ngọ means the time at noon. Not only is it a ceremony to drive away pests that harm crops, Vietnamese people also believe that on that day, the human body also needs to be detoxified. Parasites, bad energies, all need to be washed away. Sticky rice wine, hometown yeast awakens memories. Every morning of the ĐoaNgo festival, Vietnamese people often eat ru nept sai ho vang, a type of fermented sticky rice with a sweet, slightly spicy, and very typical rustic flavor. People believe that eating ru nept sai ho vang in the morning, when the bugs in the body are not yet awake, will help destroy them. But more than that, it is the flavor of home, of the fragrant, sticky rice seasons, of the bowls of rice that mom kept in a wooden cupboard, spreading its fragrance through the years. That sweet and slightly spicy taste, isn't it just like the love of the Vietnamese, gentle but profound? Plums, lychees, and the colors of the season. The Đoan Ngọ festival is also the time when fruits are at their sweetest. On the ancestral altar, you will see purple plums, red lychees, and plump peaches, like gifts from heaven and earth to people. Each fruit has a color, a sour, sweet taste, awakening childhood memories of fighting over plums with purple handprints. Today's ΔoaNgo festival, the taste of the past. As time goes by, the ΔoaNgo festival may not be as bustling as the Lunar New Year, but in every family, there is still a bowl of sticky rice wine, a plate of pink plums, and smiles gathered together. It is a small slice in the history of Vietnamese customs, an opportunity for people to slow down and remember things that were once very familiar. And if you happen to listen to this podcast today in Vietnam or anywhere else, try to find a bowl of sticky rice wine, an early season plum. Close your eyes and imagine you are sitting in a small kitchen, next to your grandmother, next to your mother, listening to stories about insects, about ancient ceremonies, about love. Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode of Beloved Vietnam. See you again in the next journeys, where each old day is told with all the tenderness of memory.